Assiniboia Downs is pleased to present our co-featured event here in race number 2. It's the 24th running of the Jack Hardy for 3-year-old fillies. They're going to go 7 furlongs for a purse of $25,000. Number 1, Dixieland Lake is scratched. Number 2 is Dinah, owned and trained by Marge Patterson. Chavy and Chow aboard. Number 3 is Escape Clause, owned by Barry Arneson, True North, and Don Schnell, trained by Don Schnell with Adolfo Morales. Number 4 is Be-Razzle, owned by Barry Arneson, True North, and Don Schnell, trained by Don Schnell with Antonio Whitehall. Rounding out our featured event is number 5, Ta-Da, owned by Gary Danielson and Barry Arneson, trained by Gary Danielson with Rohan Singh. Following the running of the Jack Hardy, they're at the post. And they're off in the 24th running of the Jack Hardy. Breaking a little slow was Dinah, but recovered nicely. Straight to the front, that's Escape Clause, who secures the front end position. Ta-Da to the outside in second. Be-Razzle now settled in behind, about 4 lengths off the leader. And Dinah, who's off the rail, is your trailer. But they're only 3 off the lead. The opening quarter in a very sluggish 26-1. Escape Clause and Adolfo Morales slowing it down. Ta-Da to the outside in second. Be-Razzle getting closer in third, and Dinah, the trailer, about 3 lengths from first to last, with Escape Clause still in control by a half a length. The half mile in 51 seconds. Ta-Da to the outside in second. Be-Razzle starting to pick it up in third, and Dinah is your trailer. Escape Clause hits the head of the lane and is starting to pour it on as she opens up by 6. Ta-Da in second. Be-Razzle back to third, but this is all Escape Clause totally in hand, and she's going to take the 24th running of the Jack Hardy. Ta-Da is second best. Third's going to go to Be-Razzle, and fourth to Dinah. Now entering the winner's enclosure is the official winner of the 24th running of the Jack Hardy. That's number 3, Escape Clause. Escape Clause is a bay filly by going 3 years old by going commando out of the mare Danger Pay by Circulating. Owned by Barry Arneson, True North, and Don Schnell. Trained by Don Schnell and ridden to victory by Adolfo Morales. Time for the 7 furlongs, 127-3. Number 3, Escape Clause, was proudly bred right here in Manitoba by Cam Zibrick and Arneson Farms. Race 2 is official in the upcoming third race, the Headingley Housewives race. There are no changes. Post time for race number 3, 21 minutes away. Also, Assiniboia Downs was pleased to have on hand Helen Penner, former MHRC executive and longtime supporter here at ASD, to make the presentation to the Winning Connections. And we'd like to direct your attention back down to the winner's enclosure, where ASD paddock host Rob McLennan has the winning connections of the Jack Hardy. Rob, take it away.
The winning connections of the Jack Hardy Stakes, Adolfo Morales, Don Schnell, Barry Arneson and the True North team here with Escape Clause. This is a filly that Saturday night she won up very easily in the RC Anderson, beating a horse that was in back today. Talk a little bit about coming into today, kind of what the plan was, and then let's talk about the first quarter.
Well, what can I say? She's something else, right? Last time she was, probably because it was the first time going 2 turns, so she kind of left the gates running, and today she was really relaxed and calm, so she ran huge.
I really thought that was quite noticeable, where she was on the bit really quite noticeably on Saturday night, where she really wanted to pull and went in 22-4. I know it's a straighter run going a mile, but today to get her back going 26-1 and absolutely putting to sleep on the front end, would you say that was a really nice feeling to have her come back to you in your hands, and you see her even just getting better here as she gets starts under her belt, which must be scary for the competition?
Well, she's getting better and better every time. Dawn is doing an awesome job with this filly. And like I said, she's something else.
She really something is. So tell us the secret here, Adolfo. How much did you have left in the tank when you got to the wire?
You don't want to know.
Congratulations, Adolfo. Anything else to add here?
Well, I just want to thank Don because he's doing an awesome job with this filly. Barry, the owners, and big shout out to Kurt, my new agent. He's doing an awesome job.
Congratulations, Adolfo. Let's move on to Don here. A tough task, something you don't see all that often. Coming back in 4 days, talk a little bit about the challenges that was kind of put forward to you here in the last week.
Well, it's something that I don't regularly do, is run a horse back in 4 days, but there's 2 stake races that were listed in 4 days, and we have the filly, and she came back off the last race good, and so we all agreed we would give her another shot in this one, and she proved us to be right.
She certainly keeps leaping over every bar you guys put in front of her. Talk a little bit about the race today, and really what we were talking about with Adolfo, where it seems she's almost getting better and better as she keeps kind of with the learning curve.
Well, any horse can run 6 furlongs. It takes, a real good horse to be able to run 7 or a mile, and it looks like the further we go, the better she's going to get, and I'm just really proud of her.
That's certainly exciting to hear. Anything else here to add with Escape Clause? I know we've said this a few times with how incredible she really is.
No, she's an incredible filly, and I'm just blessed to be able to train her.
Thanks, Don. We'll move on to Barry here. We'll talk about Escape Clause, a filly that now has won. This is her 5th race of the meet. She's looked absolutely impressive at every step of the way. Talk a little bit about this filly. Talk a little bit about this last week, and just kind of this whole division kind of would be just the starting point.
Well, it's kind of scary because there's nobody really to run against anymore, but you set the table. We're going to show up at the barbecue, that's for sure, and it wasn't a great thing to come back in 4 days, but she didn't blow out a candle in that last race, so we're going to take advantage of it. Just hope that some horses come in to take her on, because it's getting tough to fill against her.
It really is a tough option to fill against her, and you're setting the food out at the barbecue, and really you guys are just eating everything off the plate because she really is that kind of filly. So one option you guys will have to look at is the Manitoba Derby is going to be $75,000. Any thoughts on that?
We're going to see how she comes out of the race. Adolfo says she's just got a ton of a horse. I think she can maybe catch the distance. We're going to see who ships in, and the Oaks is still out there. I don't know who's going to come and run in that, but we've got some decisions to make, and I always like to take the easier route if I can, but if I think we've got a shot against the group of boys that are here, and we'll weigh our options, and the horse will tell us herself in the next week or 2, and we'll make that decision. So
it's one of those fun problems to have to solve in the game with Escape Clause. So anything else to just wrap up as she kind of concludes the lead up to the Oaks, as we'll call it, with the early trail of 3 filly races here?
I just send to our partners here, let's enjoy the ride, because I've been in this a long time, and we want to ride this right to the shore, and to get a part of an animal like this is maybe a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so we're enjoying every moment of it, and but I would like to see her challenge, because she's getting spoilt out there. Her ears are twitching, and she's not even trying,
So we'd love to see her get a challenge, but it wasn't going to be today with Escape Clause, with scintillating victory in the Jack Hardy Stakes. Congratulations, Adolfo Morales, Don Schnell, Barry Arneson, and the True North Stables. Congratulations to all. Back up to you, Kurt.